On this episode of Street Rat Garage, we are back again at the Indiana Public Auto Auction to see if prices are going down now that tax refund season is over. So we are now into the month of May, and just about everybody has spent their tax checks money blowing it on overpriced cheap cars or putting down payments on vehicles that they can't afford. So two things: the people that put down payments on cars and spent too much money on those vehicles and can't afford the payments are having their vehicles repossessed. So that's going to put them in the market for another cheaper vehicle. And now that tax season is over, prices are going down because people don't have that big tax check to spend now. So what does that mean for people buying and selling cars? Well, we're about to find out. Cars should be cheaper now at the auction. The prices should have gone down, and we should see a lot better deals on vehicles than we have in the past. And we are also going into summer. This is late spring, and well, it's going to be boat season. So those people that do have some money left, they're probably going to want to get out on the water and do a little boating. I think we only have one boat, so let's check it out. This was the only boat that I saw on the list. She's tiny, but it has a current sticker on it for, I think that's in Lake, I don't know if that's the lake permit or no, this is a registration sticker. So this one's stickered up, ready to go. You got your oars for when your little Yamaha engine breaks down. What's that, a 4-stroke? Let's see what size that is. Well, I don't know. It just says Yamaha 4-stroke. And do we have a size of this thing somewhere? Oops. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. But judging from the fact that it's only one cylinder and it's so tiny, it's got to be below a 5 horsepower. Now, on some lakes, you're limited to the amount of power you can have. The lake right by us, you can only have 5 horsepower at max, and I'm pretty sure this would suit the bill. Definitely not going to be more than 5 horsepower, I'm pretty sure. So this would make a mighty fine little vessel. Turns over just fine. Don't know if it's going to start up or not, but how hard could it be? But this would make a mighty fine little fishing boat. It's got the hull number. Looks like they had, I don't know if that's original or not, but yeah, definitely a fun little one to take out on our lake and run around and do a little fishing on. Maybe even some magnet fishing. That's what I like to do. Magnet fishing, if you don't know, is where you get this high-powered magnet, throw it into the water, usually around some bridges, and see what kind of stuff you can find underneath the water that people have ditched, like guns and the like. You can find some pretty interesting things. So maybe if that's cheap enough, maybe we can snag a hold of that and go do a little magnet fishing one day. That'd be cool. But back to the cars. Since people don't have a lot of money, they're going to want to look like they have money, but not spend a lot of money. So that's where we come to this one. This right here is a 2013 Cadillac ATS, and it's got 170,000 miles on it. So it looks, the paint looks nice. It's dirty because it's been raining out here, but it was quite a good car. Well, let's have a look underneath the hood here. It's got the old VVT direct injection engine. I mean, they're not bad engines. It'll run for a while. Oh, is this a turbo? It looks, yep, it sure is. That's a turbo. I did not see that coming. A little 4-cylinder turbo. Nice. That might be a little bit on the quick side. But yeah, these should last for a little while though. It's nice, it's shiny, has decent looking rims on it. The interior is actually pretty nice. So yeah, it was mildly cleaned up. That screen, oh, let's look at the screen. This would be something, if you're going to flip the car, you're going to need to replace. So you're going to want to know how much this costs to replace this screen and how difficult it is. It's going to be, how difficult it's going to be to take all that apart and get to it. Shouldn't be too bad. This is probably a common problem, but fix that and it's going to add some value to it. The seats are pretty good. It's got a little ding right there, but it actually smells pretty decent in here for a change. No busted glass. The interior is not all ripped up. Could use a little bit more cleaning, but yeah, you should be able to grab this one pretty decent and make a dollar or two off of it. So that's what you're looking for right now. This is a good deal for people that they just don't have the money right now, but want something that at least looks like it used to be worth $1 million. Let me show you one of the cars I used to buy all of the time. I used to be able to get these guys cheap and flip them for decent money. But yes, nowadays you just don't see them because they kind of rust apart here in the Midwest. And that is the old Chevy Cavaliers. These used to be what I used to make money off of. I could make $1,000 off of these all day long. But yeah, right here is the rust. And they get up underneath of the rear axle, and the suspension pretty much just drops out of them. Let's look and see what we have underneath of this one. So hold on. All right, can you see it right there? Look at the size of that rust hole. That's a shame. And it's starting back here, and can we see it on that side? It's the same thing. Oh, it's a mess. And that is that's what happens to these cars. They just start to rust. Now, if you're in the area like, you know, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Southern California, then this is still a good car for you. Look, it has a hitch on the back of it. I guess for putting your bicycle on there or whatever. But yeah, if you're in a dry state, these probably will still make a really good car, but you're in the Midwest state, not so much. I like this one. It's a stick, so you know, Gen Z anti-theft device, and yeah, that's just a joke. I'm sure some Gen Zs and millennials can still drive sticks, but it's just a joke. I get comments every now and then when I make fun of millennials and Gen Zs. Just kidding. So, but yeah, this is a goner. It's a parts car, unfortunately, but we'll still see what it goes for. If it goes over $500, it's too much. It'd make a good, like, I don't know what it'd make a good donor for a good one. I don't know what you would do with that. Roundy round car, circle track, drive it off road and destroy it and have some fun with it. That would be a good thing to do with it. That'd be awesome. Okay, well, let's look at one that is almost a guaranteed winner every single time, and that is the Chevy Impala. So people like these cars. They're not too much money. They're mid-sized cars. They go for quite a few miles. I mean, this has 111,000 on it. If you take care of it, it'll probably reach up to 300,000 if you're careful with it. But 275, 285, I would say. This one, she's been touched in the back end a little bit, so backed into something, or somebody backed into it. But yeah, this can be fixed. It's not that big a deal. You can realign all of that, paint the back bumper, and yeah, you'll be good to go there. What's it like on the inside? Well, let's look. So it's a little rippy right there. You can replace that, and you can put a seat cover over that, clean it up a little bit. I just don't understand why people don't clean these cars, but it's okay. Oh, there's another one of those radios. I bet that's probably the same screen that's in the Cadillac. So you can probably go to the salvage yard and get one out of here. Don't quote me on that. And switch it out for the one in the Cadillac and you should be good to go. But do your research. But the interior is pretty nice on this one as well. Almost as good as Cadillac, not quite, but still in really good shape. What I say, 111,000 miles on it. Yeah, this should be a V6. And I was wrong again. And there's a little bit of oil leakage right in this area. So, is that the power steering pump? I don't know what that is, but it's not massive, so it'll clean up. And it definitely needs to be cleaned up underneath the hood. Now, this bumper has also been fooled with. This is not the same bumper. This paint doesn't quite match here. Yep. So this is off a different car. That's just a shade different, but, or was that repaired? I don't know. Repaired and paint matched badly. One of the two. I can't tell if this was the original bumper paint match or if they just got one off another car and it's a little bit different. I'm gonna say paint matched because there's marks in here and some orange peel. So when you see something like this, yeah, it's definitely been painted. It was painted on the car because it got it on there. But come in here and peek underneath here, look at the inner structure, make sure nothing's bent up, make sure the core support's good down there. Everything looks good. So it's just a light tap on the front end and they just repainted the whole entire front bumper, probably with the AutoZone spray cans. That's what it looks like. Yeah, there's a lot of orange peel right there. Headlights need to be done, but this is still a good car. Just make sure to give the right price for the vehicle according to the little bit of damage it has. And oh, look at that, an indicator of who might have owned the vehicle before. I'm not gonna make my own speculations, but you can go ahead and do just that. So what else do we have? We need something good. Oh wait, I forgot. We're not here to buy good stuff. We're here to buy stuff that people need. That's not the fun stuff, but trucks. You can't go wrong with trucks. 4x4, Z71, extended cab, Chevy Silverado. Oh yeah, 5.3 liter. They last forever. This one, yeah, it's got some decent interior in it too. We're doing pretty good on the interiors of these vehicles. So if you watch the channel, I have one that has like 435,000 miles on it, maybe 438, something like that, maybe 440 by now. But it just recently, it blew a head gasket on it, but I got all those miles out of it and I can fix it and still keep going. So I would definitely recommend these trucks. They have some transmission issues. I did rebuild the transmission in mine once, but no big deal. It was well worth it. That was a couple 100,000 miles ago. And yes, this one does have the 5.3 in it. And it only has 130,000 miles on it right there. This will last. This will probably rust out before the engine will go bad. Oh, these guys you got to check the frames out on. So as long as she's got a good frame, she's starting to get a little scaly though, but it's still good enough. So definitely got another 300,000 miles in her, easy. Change the transmission fluid on these trucks. These are the ones that you need to change transmission fluid. You know that myth? They say never change the transmission fluid, it'll make the transmission go bad. No, not on these. These are the ones that get debris in the filter and it clogs it up and then they stop working. So change the filters. That is what I neglected to do on my truck, and yeah, that's the reason the transmission went out. I'm pretty sure of it. It's got really good tires on it too. We are definitely going to see what this goes for. Now, while we're in the Chevy department, Suburban, anybody? This is a big boy right here. Oh, she's been boinked a little bit right there. The hood, and there's a little filler right there. So it got bumped. That's the reason it has a new headlight in it. Got bumped there. Got two new headlights in it. Those headlights usually get pretty foggy, but let's see what she has underneath the hood. It's got 260,000 miles on it. The interior is a bit worn, and yeah, they looks like they had kids because the back seats are worn too a little bit. It's got third row seating though. That's the difference. A lot of these Suburbans have third row, of course, but not all of them. That's what you want, some good third row seating for those people that make the babies. Yeah, okay, the sticker's gone. Can't quite tell. Probably a 5.3, but this could have a 6.0 in it, and we can't see the numbers on the head. A lot of times, what is it, 214 heads on a 5.3 and like 317s on a 6.0, something like that. I can't remember, but yeah. That's definitely, yeah, that fender has been beat out, but you can hardly tell until you get right up on it. But this has all been pulled out. This is all filler right in here. If you don't care about that, this is a good truck. If you do care about this, just unbolt the fender. This is a white truck. Just go get another one. Go get another hood and toss on there. This is probably a $100 hood that is pushed in a little bit. All of that would be easy to fix if you even cared about it. But I would just roll it just like this. And you got to think, if you're going to resell it, is it worth fixing those little things to make a couple $100 extra? Probably not. But replace the rim, fix all that other stuff. I mean, you could probably get about $5,000, 6,000, maybe 6,500 during tax season, but it's not tax season anymore. But again, it's a nice truck, and it's starting to rain, and I'm getting wet. Now I'm starting to like the Dodge Chargers more and more. They have one here. It's the 2010 model, which this is the last year for the ones with the sort of the squarish headlights, like, let's see, yeah, like this. I mean, this is a SXT. It should have a V6 in it, and she's got kind of the rusties. I don't know. It's not one of my favorites, but it's still in pretty good condition. But let's have a look inside of it. Oh, she's got things to fix, which is always good for when you're buying them. 163,000 miles on it. Center console damage. We got stains in the seat. Oh, we got real stains in that seat. So we had a messy eater on that side. And again, this is got at least one baby, a child. Got crumbs there. Dash is okay. So this is probably a trade-in from somewhere, I'd imagine. And it's probably still a pretty good car. It's not a lot of miles. Well, the hood pull is messed up on this one. If I had some pliers, we could get into it, but not today. I'm gonna guess this one at about $1,500 to $2,000, I would say, just because of the rust on the back. If it didn't have those rusties, and it's only on one side though. This side seems to be pretty good. Why is this side solid and the other side not so much? I don't know. Let's look over there. Oh yeah, definitely got the rusties over here. Yep. Yeah, we'll see what it goes for. It would be a fun car just to kick around, and something that you can make some money off of, because that's going to be for the people that overpaid on their down payments and their car has been repossessed. They need something to get back into, and usually people can scrape up a couple thousand-ish dollars. So that's who you sell it to. So next up on our list is a 2007 Ford Focus. Again, this is one of those cars you get for the people that they just need a car. They need to get back and forth to work. They have a little bit of cash. Oh, look at that. And they're just looking for something like this. It's got some cosmetic issues. That's going to lower the price. The bumper's messed up a little bit. That's going to lower the price. This good chance this was also a trade-in. Nope, she's not locked up. But the interior, it's not bad. It's dirty, like most of these other cars. This is probably a 4-cylinder too, I'm gonna guess. Yep, we got the little 4-banger, 1, 2, 3, 4. This has got 193,000 miles on it. Now, is this going to go 300,000 miles? I don't think so, but this is a disposable car. But it is a sport for some reason. I don't know what makes it a sport, but it's a sport. You got about another 50, 60,000 miles on it. So if you drive normal, that's a good 4 or 5 years-ish. And you got something cheap and reasonably dependable. So why not? So I said we weren't going to look at any fun cars. This is borderline fun, I would say. Depends on who you are, though. The old Crown Vic. Now, this is not a police Crown Vic. It is a civilian Crown Vic. And look at this. It's got 303,000 miles on it. Tell me these cars don't run. You don't often see the police vehicles with 300,000 miles on them because they're beat up a little bit more than these are. But the 4.6 is still in here. It just doesn't have all the cop stuff that what's the Blues Brothers say, cop brakes, cop shocks or tires or something. I don't know how it goes. But this is just a civilian version of it. And the door is needs new door pins. Needs new door pins, but this should go cheap and should get somebody down the road. These have an issue with the transmissions, but if they've already put 300,000 miles on it, it's probably been replaced already, or it's just going to keep going. Train. There's always a train. It's a really short train, but it's a train. Now, there is one more type of customer that we haven't discussed. Teenagers. School's out, it's summertime, and there's going to be some kids buying cars, and their parents are going to buy them cars. And their parents don't want to buy them nice cars, but they want to buy them something dependable. And the kid's going to want something that's cool. So that brings us to our next car. 2009 Honda Civic. It's a 4-door, and look, it's already had some work done to it. It's been lowered, and I bet that it had some rims on it that they took off before they traded it in, because why would you lower it and have stock rims on it? That doesn't make any sense. It's got illegally tinted windows. It's got water wind guard things. It actually has a pretty decent interior in it, and it has these little smell things in it, so it doesn't stink on the inside. So that's a good sign that somebody cared about their car, and they wanted to modify it and put a giant wing on the back via Fast and Furious. Is it attached properly? Yeah, it's okay. Civics are always good cars to buy, but let's look underneath the hood. I'm gonna bet that it has a K&N filter on it, and that's the only mod. Boom, I told you, and I swear I did not open that hood. Of course, it's not a K&N, it's like a, what's that say, it's upside down, Spectra, but yeah, that is close enough. I win that one. And no other mods, no header pipe, has a new alternator on it. Looks like maybe some AC lines and stuff, but little 4-banger, automatic car, perfect high schooler car. You take this, throw some of the cool rims back on it, and double your money easy. Plus, it only has 118,000 miles on it. That is nothing for a Honda. That sucker will run forever. Lowered suspension probably doesn't ride great unless they use some really good drop whatever springs, but that's a good car. We might have to look at that one. We have a sponsor that likes to make tuner parts, so we'll think about that one. Now, there are a bunch of other cars. They are running about 110 cars through the auction. There's all sorts of stuff. I think they're running that not PT Cruiser. What is this? No, it is PT Cruiser. I was thinking about the HHR. HHR, PT Cruiser. I don't know why they made those cars, but it was like the start of the retro thing. Ugh, did not go well. So some people really like those cars, but yeah, there's actually clubs and groups and Facebook pages for those things. Hey, if you like them, good for you. There's the HHR right there. Oh, look at that. It's got a big old whammo in it. Kind of gives me an idea for a YouTube story. What if we took a PT Cruiser and a HHR and did a competition? Two of the ugliest, worst cars, ever made. Oh, we need a Aztec too. That would be pretty cool. But look at that Subaru. It's still sitting there. That is an awesome car right there. There's a Subaru wagon there too. They got some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, get online, go bid. They have these things all the time. So let's get back inside and see what they have. And we are back inside and the auction is getting ready to begin. And our very first item up for bid is the boat, the little tiny boat with a little tiny engine on it. And it's actually a 1955 aluminum craft runabout. I did not know it was that old. So the auction is getting ready to start. So let's jump right into it. All right, here we go. It's 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's get this auction started. Turn the volume on there. It's
Next up, give me $1,100.
it's already at $1,000. So they pre-bid on this one. You can pre-bid on these, and they bid ahead of time. So we already got $1,000 on it. I did not know they were going to go for that much. That is rather pricey. Somebody must really want this. I mean, the engine looks pretty new. Nobody's from the auctions bidding on this. It started at $1,000. It looks like it's going to end at $1,000. I mean, it is a nice looking boat, and I guess if it's a vintage boat, it may be worth that. I don't know enough about boats to tell you. They lowered the bid increments to $25 to entice some other people to bid, but wow.
Is sale for $1,000.
It's on the if sale too.
Next item,
Huh. Okay. Okay, next up we have our 2013 Cadillac ATS. And so far, there's only been 9 others besides the boat go through. And yeah, it's been kind of cheap. That was the Buick section that just went through. One Buick sold for like $500. So they got another one up here is getting ready to sell for about $700. So yeah, definitely, yeah, just sold for $700. It was a Buick. Anyway, our Cadillac is up. So let's jump on in here and see what it's getting ready to go for. All right, we just got a bid of $1,000 on it. It was like $900, and somebody bid somebody bid $1,000, somebody bid $1,100 on it. This one's pretty good though. Let's check the notes, make sure there's nothing weird about it. Rear wheel drive car, 170,000 miles, 2.0 engine with a turbo on it. That's the only thing I'm scared about is a turbo. Running, check engine lights on. So we do have some sort of small problem with it. It's got a check engine light on. At least they left the check engine light on and didn't clear it. So $1,100 and it runs, and it's Cadillac, and it looks pretty good. So let's see if it goes. Oh, it did not sell. That's a shame. But right after this is an old beat up Chevy truck. We didn't look at this one, but I just kind of want to see what an old truck goes for. What's wrong with this one? Rear wheel drive 5.0, rust. You got to be careful of the frames on those trucks as well. Let's see. I mean, it's just rusty. And they're going to sell it $600. That's pretty good. Now I wish we would have looked at it. Oh well, we don't need it.
Sold for $600.
$600 truck that runs. That's pretty good. Now for fun, here is our Cavalier.
I need $400.
This is so rusty. I wonder if they make a note of how rusty the back subframe is. Running, hood doesn't close, rust on the quarter panels, check engine lights on.
This is a new arrival.
No, they don't say anything about the rust getting ready to fall out from underneath of it. $300. See, they're not going to get any good bids on this. But it's a stick shift. Yeah.
Oh. Bid $400.
Oh, somebody bid $400 on that.
$500.
They're probably going to sell this. They have to.
$500.
If they know that rust is on that frame.
I need $500.
Well, they took a picture of underneath of it. You would think they know. So it's pretty bad.
Twice for $400.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of rust there.
I want $500.
They got 400 on it plus auction fees.
New bid increment $25.
They're really pushing, trying to get rid of this one. It's got 204,000 miles on it. Man, that's a lot.
For $400.
I don't have a use for this car, or I'd buy it just because it was a stick shift, just to, teach people how to drive a stick. And it's on the if sale. They should have got rid of that. That's a shame.
Next item.
Oh well, moving on. All right, next up we have our 2014 Chevy Impala that only had, well, not only, it had 211,000 miles on it. That's the one that had some bumper damage on the front and on the back, but pretty solid car. Let's look at it. All right, here she is. Only has $900 on it right now. Of course, it just started. There's $1,100 on it. I don't know what happened to the 1,000, but now it's $1,100. So yeah, 211,000 miles. Just had bumper damage on there. That color's just off. I think I would almost just try to find another bumper and just put it on there so these colors match. I mean, you can even see it some in the picture right there. And then realign the back bumper and get rid of these. Maybe, well, if I found the same color car, I'd probably replace the front and back bumpers. So, oh, 1,300, man, that went fast. Did not sell, too bad. I like that car. We got a cheap one coming up here. Another Malibu, or a Malibu rather. And check this one out. It's 04 Malibu. They're selling it all the way, 500, oh, there it goes, $525. And it was running. I don't know if there was anything really wrong with it. I didn't get a chance to look at it or nothing like that, but if it runs and drives and it was $500, that's a pretty good deal. Kind of what they're starting to sell at right now.
Another full-size truck. I
didn't see this truck either, this 03 Silverado. Wonder if it's a V6 or a V8 truck. Yeah, it's only a V6 truck. That's too bad, because so far it's going for a pretty good price. $1,600 right there. So I think our Chevy 4x4 is up after this one. So we'll see what this goes for, and then hook on to our Chevy truck. $1,600. That's what's the mileage on it? So that's only 147,000 miles. But it's a V6. $1,600 on it right now. Is it solid truck? Well, they're starting to bid on it. It's got a little bit of rust on the other side. Yeah, it's got some damage on it. Boy, that's not much though for a Southern truck. There's some rocker, there's some there. It's starting to get a little high for what it is though. It's only a regular cab. I don't know if they know it has a V6 in it, but it would have been nice for about $1,500. So it looks like the trucks are going a little bit higher. So that may spell bad news for our Silverado right here. That's already at $1,400, $1,800, $1,900, $2,000, $2,100. Look at it go. Oh, okay. We know what to buy and sell somewhere else. We can sell trucks at the auction, just not cars, apparently. $2,700. That's getting really close to retail for this truck. I mean, it does have low miles on it. It's only 130,000 miles on it. What would this retail for? It might retail for $3,000, $3,500, I guess. So there's a $2,900 bid on it. And there it goes, $3,000. So we're going to have taxes. We're going to have auction fees. That's going to bring us close to $3,500. And that's going to be probably around retail for this truck with the rusties on the bed and what have you. But the miles are good on it. A little bit more than I want to pay though. Z71. It is a 4x4. So $3,200. we're definitely over $3,500 at this point with auction fees. Now we're doubly $3,300. We're doubly over
New bid $3,400.
$3,500
This is a
bucks.
steal.
Okay, what is it going to go for? Have they
Going
stopped?
twice for 3,000. Asking for
Let's see.
$3,500.
Yeah, 130. It's still a fairly solid truck. It's nice on the inside. That's what I like about the truck. Now it's at $3,500 just for the bid price. $3,500, 5.3 liter, fairly clean on the inside.
$3,600.
It has good tires on it.
Selling all the way.
Oh, here it goes. It's going to sell $3,500. It's got a check engine light on,
$3,600.
but they always have check engine lights on for some reason or the other.
$3,700.
Oh, it's $3,600 now. Asking for $3,700. Man, that rust. If it wasn't for that rust,
Going twice for $3,700.
well, I mean, that's pretty fixable though.
This is a steal.
You can get a patch panel and throw in there and take care of that problem. $3,700. Wow.
New bid increment $25.
Now they're going to lower the bid increments on it. Where they're really dragging this one out. It just keeps going and going and going. I'm going to have to look on Facebook Marketplace and see what these things are going for. Maybe I'm wrong on the price of these trucks. I think it's the mileage that's doing it. 130,000 miles is really, really, really low for one of these trucks. I mean, that's like having 40,000 miles on a Ford F-150.
Asking for $3,850.
Wow, it just keeps going. $3,800, they're selling it all the way.
$3,875. New bid $3,900.
$3,900, almost there.
I want $3,950.
I thought this was going to end a long time ago. $3,950. What's there? It is, $4,000, and the bid keeps on going.
Going twice for $4,000.
And I've cycled through all these pictures already. Come on, sell that thing. Let's see if they sell it now. Going twice. They're getting ready to sell it. And somebody bid again. The $25 increments are really getting them.
This is a charity car. Going twice for
Going twice. $4,025. Let's see if they finally sell this thing. Come on, sell it. Let's go. Oh, they did it again. For $40.50 on this one. So somebody's getting paid on this one. That's too much money, I think. Too much money already. $4,100. There it goes. $4,100. Asking for $1,000 or $4,125.
Going twice for $4,100.
Four-wheel drive. We're gonna look this up later. See what Z71 4x4 is going for. Is it because of the? I guess it's because of the lower miles, nice interior, four-wheel drive, has the 5.3 in it, and the rust is repairable.
I need $4,200.
But even with the repaired rust, would it go for enough to make some money on it?
Bid $4,225.
It just keeps going. $42.25 it's up to now.
Going twice for
Wow.
$4,225.
4,000. Here we go. Let's go on this one. $4,225. They got to be done now. Surely they're done now. Let's see what it sells. Does it sell this time? Here we go.
$4,250.
Here, what happened? I thought it was going to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it going?
Sold for
There it goes.
$4,225.
$4,225. Wow.
Next item, 2010 Chevrolet
Oops.
Suburban.
And we slip right into our Suburban.
New bid $1,300.
Whew. Hope it doesn't go like that other one. There's no way the Suburban's going to go for the type of money. It has way more miles. I mean, way, way more miles. Well, double the miles. The other one had 130. This one has 260.
New bid
So twice as many miles.
About to close.
And it's a Suburban, not a truck. But it's still a four-wheel drive.
What are we waiting for?
I mean, I think it's a four-wheel drive.
Going
Should be.
once for $1,700.
So this is way lower. $1,700 so far. And they're really not bidding hard on this one.
Still under the money.
Had some bumps and bruises, but overall, really, the body is actually better than the truck.
Asking for $1,800.
But yeah, oh, it's missing the spare tire. Then the frame looked cleaner too. And it did not sell at $1,700. Wow, that is quite a difference in price range right there.
Next item,
Wow, that was quite the run on that pickup truck though. I don't think it was worth it, but it only takes two people to get into a bidding war. And apparently there was two separate people that really wanted that truck. And yeah, I don't think I would have got into that one, but hey, it is what it is. The prices were down on all those cars right up until it got to that truck. Some cars sold for there was like two or three that sold for in the $500 range, you know, that we didn't see, and the one that we did see. So get to that truck and boom, prices shoot up. So trucks are pricey anyway, but here in the Midwest, probably a little bit higher than some other places. But yeah, that one really went. Now here is one thing you can't forget. If you buy a car for $500, from $500 to $999, you have to pay $195 auction fee, and then you have to pay a $69 internet fee. So that is $264. So your $500 car costs you an extra $264. So $764 plus taxes for a $500 car. So keep that in mind when you're bidding. Remember that PT Cruiser we looked at real quick? It actually is in the sale and it's coming up next. It only has like $300 pre-bid on it right now. You think that'll go over $500? Maybe. Let's look at it. Well, it just jumped up to $500 magically. So somebody likes it. $500. So this is now a $764 car with the internet fees. So yeah, it's going. It's actually there's a few people that like it. I don't know why, but you know, don't forget, it's almost at $1,000 right now. Actually, it's going to be over $1,000 right now with the taxes. The auction fee is $264, so that's $964 plus the auction fee or plus taxes. So over $1,000 for a PT Cruiser. And they didn't sell it. Amazing. I would have dumped that thing in a heartbeat. Oh well. Well, our white Dodge Charger 2010 is coming up next up on bid. Has the Rusties on the one side, and how many miles? 163,000 miles. So let's jump in here and have a look at that car. And it is a V6. It says it's a V6 car. There we go. $900,000, $1,100, $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. What did I say? $1,500, $1,600? Did I say $1,500? Like something on that? I can't remember. Oh my gosh. I should write these things down. 163,000 miles. If it stops right now, it'll be okay. I probably said $1,500 to $2,000 on that one, I imagine. I don't know, about 300 and something on auction fees at that amount, probably 350. So that's $2,000, $3,100 already on that. So they need to quit right now in order to make a decent deal. So let's see if they do it or if people keep bidding on this. These are pretty popular cars. This one, it would clean up, and if you fix the rust on it, it would sell. But nope, $1,700, and it did not sell. That's too bad. That would have been an okay deal.
New bid $600.
Now, to put that in perspective, I have bought Chargers from govdeals.com for a V8 Charger, the next generation above that, like a 2014 for, what I've seen them go for $3,500. So that one didn't sell for $1,700. You could pay a bit more money, probably twice as much, and get a newer car with a V8, an ex-police car for more money. So $1,700 to $2,000, I would say, is right for a 2010, 2011 and up with a V8. definitely, you know, another $1,500–1,700 more. Huh. So there's a Dodge Ram going through here that's
$600.
at like $600. I wonder if we should
twice for
bid
$600.
on this. Somehow I don't think it's going to
Bid
go for that
$625.
much.
New bid
It's
$650.
5.7 liter. Got the Hemi engine in it. It's at $650.
Going twice for $650.
Four-wheel drive.
Are on this one. I want $675.
Is that a short bed?
Just
Looks
one
like
more
it.
time.
Well, that's a cheap one right there.
If sale for $650.
Yeah, it's on an if sale. Man, I was thinking about hitting the button on that, but we didn't look at it. Don't know anything about it.
Asking for $500.
But anyway, here is our Ford Crown Victoria. This is what we come here to look at. Current bid is only $400. Surety donated vehicle.
I want $500.
300,000 miles though on this car. Yipers. Oh man, what's it say about it? Automatic transmission,
$425.
power steering, of
Running car
course.
under $500. Going once for $400. New bid
Gross.
$425.
$425. Wonder what's wrong with this guy besides it's got a ton of miles on it.
New bid $450.
That's so many miles for one of these cars.
It's a smart move. I want $475.
I mean, I know the engine can take it. I'm just worried about the transmission.
I want $475.
They're gonna sell it, I bet,
Just one more time. I
for
want $475.
about 500 bucks. Somebody should bid on that.
Only 25 bucks more.
Oh man, if it was a police car, I'd do it,
Going
but
twice for $450.
I just don't like the civilian models.
I need $475.
They're just so boring. I already have a Crown Vic, a police car. Let's see if this one sells.
If sale for
Well,
$450.
didn't even make up to $500 on that. Oh well. I thought it would do better than that, but it did not. All right, we have our Ford Focus up here. Let's jump in here and look at it. All right, it looks like they're starting out with $500 on this one.
Running car under $600.
Now, if this one goes underneath $1,000, I think you're doing pretty good. Oh, selling it all the way. Wow. So this is one of those cheap ones that you need to pick up. 193,000 miles on this one.
I need $700.
Check engine lights on. It's got dents. Running. Paint faded. Pretty much same thing most of them say.
Great deal.
But
Going
this
twice.
is your car you sell to the person that really needs a car because they
Asking for $600.
lost their other vehicle. So $625.
Just one more
That's
time.
like $850-ish dollars with tax,
Only 25
with
bucks
taxes and all that other fun stuff. So it's got decent tires on it,
$625.
and it's sold $625. There you go. That's the one that you want and the price that you want to pay for it. So it looks like we did a pretty good job on calling that one. The old Ford Focus. Get you back and forth to work and take your kids to school until you can afford a better vehicle. Disposable, but yeah, it does the job. And next up is our Honda Civic, our teenager car. So yeah, perfect for the teenager. 2009 Honda Civic. Let's check that out.
$2,900.
And they're pounding away at it. It's already up to $2,900. It was like $2,000, but before I could even pull the page up, it was up to $2,900, which, man, it's got low miles for a Honda. How many miles were on it? 118,000 miles.
Asking for $3,000. Miles.
Yeah, I think this is,
$3,000.
even the $3,000, I think it's a good deal with all your little
Going twice for
hot rod
$3,000.
tuner
Bid
deals on it.
$3,100.
I really don't think this was beat up too much. I mean, it's just a 4-cylinder. There's no mods on it, besides a, fake K&N air filter. That's about it. $3,100 they're at.
Give me $3,200.
Not bad. Look at that little air filter. That's funny.
Asking for $3,200.
$3,100.
Check out these low miles. You'll be glad you did.
Everything looks pretty good on the car. Tires aren't great, but it's not bad. There's the oil cap that looks pretty good. So yeah, not a bad little car. 3,100, 3,125 on the car. I guess they're gonna slow bid this one for a little bit. If it wasn't for those wheels, put a set of wheels on that, and I bet it's $6,000.
Honda with
$3,155.
relatively low miles on it. Well, low miles for a Honda, that's for sure.
Give me $3,175.
Come on, Honda. Let's see what you go for. $3,150. If it stops now, super deal.
Going twice for $3,150.
I almost want to jump in there, but
Give me $3,175.
man, Hondas aren't my thing. I should start doing some Hondas. If I get into the Honda market, I'll start out a little bit
Sale for $3,150.
lower. $3,150 on an if sale. Now, because we always have new people joining us, thank you very much, on the auctions here. If sale. If sale is when it doesn't meet the reserve. Say that they wanted $4,000 for that Honda. It came kind of close. They're going to call the seller. They're going to say, hey, this is what we got. Will you do it? No. If you won't do it, well, I'll do, $3,700. See if the person's bidding will go up to $3,700, and they'll give them the chance to purchase it at that amount. If not, run it through the sale again and see if they can get their money. So that was our last car. So there's some good deals in here. There are definitely some good deals. Tax season is officially over. The prices, boom, are way down. Now, here's the deal. This is only going to last, the really low deals are only going to last for a few weeks. What happens is dealers stock up on their cars. They buy and they buy and they buy. They pay a bunch of money. That's why you saw the prices go up. People come in and they buy their cars. They buy their cars. The dealers are always restocking. Well, suddenly, boom, that money just shuts off just like that. And they're not selling cars. But they still have a whole car lot full of cars because they kept buying. They don't know when it's going to stop. But now it has stopped, and they have a bunch of cars. They're not going to go to the auction and buy any more cars. So they're not out there not buying a whole bunch of cars unless it's a really good deal. So for about the next 3-4 weeks or so, the prices are going to be down. Now's the time to get out there, stock up on those cars, and get them ready for sale. So that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.